In this lecture, we will discuss applications. The second application of Carnot's law. First application थी इसकी that we can calculate the molar conductivity of a weak electrolyte at infinite dilution. उसमें एक प्रॉब्लम भी की थी हमने. अब जो सेकंड एप्लीकेशन है उसमें हम करेंगे the degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte. We know that molar conductance of electrolyte that depends upon the degree of dissociation, means जितनी ज्यादा डेसोसिएशन होगी उतने ज्यादा आयंस होंगे और उतनी ही ज्यादा उसकी मोलर कंडक्टेंस होगी. डिग्री ऑफ डेसोसिएशन जो है दैट आल्सो डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिल्यूशन, क्योंकि जब हम किसी भी इलेक्ट्रोलाइट को डिल्यूट करते हैं तो इफेक्ट ऑफ डिल्यूशन हमने पढ़ा, तो उससे मोलर कंडक्टिविटी जो है वो बढ़ जाती है. एंड व्हेन वी डिल्यूट एट इनफाइनाइट लेवल, then the molar conductivity of the solution is, we can say, the maximum, and that molar conductance of solution at infinite dilution is represented by a symbol molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Okay, so this symbol that represent the molar conductivity at infinite dilution, so you will write molar conductance at infinite dilution. And if we calculate the molar conductance at any other concentration before this infinite dilution, that will be represented by lambda mc. So what is lambda mc? That is the molar conductance of solution at any given concentration. Molar conductance of solution at any concentration, say C. So these are the two different symbols that we will use while calculating the degree of dissociation. Now what is degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation alpha is equal to molar conductance at given concentration, means ऊपर क्या आ जाएगा lambda mc, नीचे क्या आ जाएगा lambda infinity. So इन दोनों की अगर रेशो दोगे तो that will be your degree of dissociation. Okay. Now degree of dissociation alpha at any concentration C कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड. आपको क्या है कि हो सकता है आपको इनफाइनाइट डिल्यूशन पे मोलर कंडक्टिविटी दी हो. दो न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स में करवाऊंगा अलग अलग टाइप की इसकी, कैसे इनकी वैल्यू आप फाइंड करोगे और किसकी वैल्यू आपको दी होगी. अगर आपको एट एनी कंसंट्रेशन सी निकालनी है, हो सकता है आपको स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस कप्पा की वैल्यू दी हो, साथ में कंसंट्रेशन दी हो, तो आप लैम्डा एम सी निकाल सकते हो. लैम्डा एम इन्फिनिटी जो है वो आपको दी होगी. अक्सर मोलर कंडक्टिविटी जो है एट इनफाइनाइट डिल्यूशन जो है वो आपको दे देते हैं प्रॉब्लम के अंदर. तो उसके बाद आ जाता है डेसोसिएशन कांस्टेंट. इसी से हम डेसोसिएशन कांस्टेंट निकालेंगे. से इट इज योर Ka. तो डेसोसिएशन कांस्टेंट दैट बिकम इक्वल टू, suppose we have any electrolyte, say formic acid, or if you take AB, dissociate to positive, A positive and B negative. Okay, so if it is a weak, then we can calculate only, because if it is a strong, the degree of dissociation is 100%, then your Ka will be more than that. If AB is in equilibrium with A positive and B negative. Initial concentration of AB is C, 0, 0. Like in equilibrium, we use this concept alpha, C alpha, C alpha. What is your K? C alpha by C1 minus alpha. Product concentration ऊपर, reactant की concentration नीचे. एक C कट जाएगी तो C alpha square 1 minus alpha. So this become equal to your Ka. So what is Ka? That is C alpha square 1 minus alpha. So this is the formula for dissociation constant. So now in the next two numerical problems, we will calculate degree of dissociation of from weak electrolyte and dissociation constant. First problem is at 298 Kelvin. Specific conductance of 0.1 molar solution of acetic acid is found to be 0.00163 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. This is kappa. Calculate degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. We have to calculate alpha and Ka of acid. If its molar conductance at infinite dilution, so molar conductance at infinite dilution is given, that is 390.7. So first of all, for alpha, we required molar conductance at any concentration C and molar conductance at infinite dilution. So out of lambda mc and lambda m infinity, lambda m infinity is given here. So it means lambda mc we have to calculate. That we can calculate by using kappa. The relation between molar conductivity and kappa is like this. Lambda m is molar conductivity. Now it will be at any concentration C because concentration is given here. 0.1 molar concentration is given. Okay. So kappa is 0.00163 into 1000 by 0.1. This will be your lambda mc. And it's very easy when you calculate, it comes out to be 16.3. Unit become ohm inverse centimeter square per mole. Now, this lambda mc, now you calculated lambda mc and lambda m infinity is here. So easily you can calculate alpha. So what is your alpha? That is 16.3 divided by 390.7. Okay. So your alpha comes out to be 0.0417. So this is your alpha. Now the next is we have to calculate the dissociation constant of acid also. Now what is dissociation constant? That is Ka. Formula is C alpha square 1 minus alpha. So in the numerical problems, to avoid the calculations, tough calculations, we can ignore this 1 minus alpha. We can easily take, simply take C alpha square. What is C here? C is 0.1. Alpha is 0.0417. It's square. You can calculate like this. Okay. It will come out to be 1.74 into 10 to the minus 7. 1.74 into 10 to the minus 7 mole per centimeter cube. The unit जो उसके होंगे, that will be of moles per liter concentration, because there is unit of this only C. Okay, you can write mole per liter. So this is your Ka. You can ignore 1 minus alpha because alpha is the degree of dissociation, that's very less. That's because here we say that the degree of dissociation is just 0.0417, means it's just 4%. You can ignore it. The second problem, molar conductivity of 0.025 molar methanoic acid, that is a formic acid HCOOH, is 46.15 ohm inverse centimeter square per mole. Calculate its degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. अब इस केस में आपको दिया है conductivity, ionic conductivity of H positive ion and formic acid ion. So again, for the alpha, what we require is molar conductivity at any concentration C divided by molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Molar conductivity at any time t that we can any concentration C that we can calculate from that is I think given is their molar conductance at this concentration is this. It means your 46.15 is molar conductance at any concentration C. How to calculate the molar conductance at infinite dilution? For that we will use the given data. So what is the molar conductivity at infinite dilution of formic acid? That is equal to molar conductivity of H positive ion and molar conductivity of HCOO negative formate ion. You can add these two, 6 plus 54.6. So molar conductivity at infinite dilution comes to be 404.2 ohm inverse centimeter square per mole. So this is the value of this. So what is alpha now? 46.15, 404.2. So just divide it. You will get your alpha 0.114. This is your alpha. Now what is dissociation constant? This is your degree of dissociation. Now you have to calculate dissociation constant. That is again Ka. So what is Ka? C alpha square 1 minus alpha. What is C? Given here 0.025. Alpha is 0.114 square. Okay, 1 minus 0.114 ये भी ले लेते हैं. अगर हम 0.114 को इग्नोर करते हैं, we get only 1. अगर नहीं इग्नोर करेंगे तो we get 0.89. That's approximately equal to 1. That's why we generally avoid this 1 minus alpha because it increases your calculation. So the answer comes out to be, and if you solve it here you will get 0.886. Okay. Otherwise you will take it 1. So there will be a minor difference in the answer. 3.67 into 10 is per minus 4 ohm inverse. Sorry, unit will be mole per centimeter cube. Mole per liter you can say. So 3.67 into 10 is per minus 4 mole per liter. That is the value of Ke. Okay. So in this way we can solve the problems related to the degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. These problems are very easy, and these two problems are from NCERT and also from CBSE 2000 exam. Third and last application of Kirloch's law is to calculation of molar solubility of sparingly soluble salt. Sparingly soluble means which do not dissociate completely into the solution, like barium sulfate, lead sulfate, silver chloride, silver bromide, silver iodide, etc. These are the salts which are not completely soluble in water. So they form a saturated solution. When we dissolve them into water, they form an equilibrium. It means the solution at equilibrium becomes saturated with respect to these ions. So their molar conductance in the solution is equal to their solubility. So their molar conductance in solution that become equal to their solubility. जितने soluble होंगे उतने ही ions देंगे, and solubility can be written like as their molar concentration in solution. It means you can replace the molarity by solubility in the formula of molar conductance at infinite dilution. So molar conductance at infinite dilution is generally kappa into 1000 upon m. Now you can replace this m by solubility for sparingly soluble salt. So from here you can easily calculate the solubility. So your solubility in moles per liter, that will be equal to kappa into 1000 divided by lambda m infinity at molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Okay. So in this way, because why you replace molarity with solubility? Because when you dissolve these salt, like we dissolve barium sulfate in water, it form an equilibrium. Okay. It form an equilibrium like this to produce barium 2 positive ion and sulfate 2 positive ion, negative ion. So now the solution becomes saturated with respect to these ions. So what is the concentration of this solution? If I ask, you will say is mole per liter. It means your solubility of barium sulfate that become equal to the molar concentration. So the conductivity of this solution that depends upon the number of ions. Okay, the molar conductance of solution that depends upon the solubility. If the solubility is more, the ions will be more, the molar conductance that will be more, and solubility that become equal to, it means we can say the solubility is equal to molar conductance in the solution. That's why we just replace the same by solubility. Let's do one problem. There is one problem, the specific conductance of saturated solution. Specific conductance of saturated solution of silver chloride in water is 1.826 into 10 to the minus 6. Okay, ohm inverse, centimeter inverse. These are the units of specific conductance at 25 degree Celsius. Calculate its solubility in water. Its solubility in water at 25 degree Celsius. Given आपको दिया क्या है, आयनिक कंडक्टेंस दी है कुछ आयंस की, राइट, silver ion, molar conductivity of silver ion, you can write like this. The value given is 61.92. Ohm inverse, centimeter square per mole. These are the units of molar conductivity. और एक इसने दे दी क्लोराइड आयन की, molar conductivity of chloride ion, that is equal to 76.34 ohm inverse centimeter square per mole. तो ये दोनों आपको दी हुई है. तो हमें इस प्रॉब्लम में करना क्या है, स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस सोल्यूशन की जो है मतलब कप्पा वो आपको दे दी 1.826. पहले उससे मोलर कंडक्टिविटी निकालेंगे, है ना. कैसे करेंगे, पहले हम निकालते हैं मोलर कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ AgCl. तो कैसे होगी वो, Ag पॉजिटिव की प्लस Cl नेगेटिव की. तो दोनों को ऐड कर दें, 61.92 76.34. तो ये आपके पास आ जाएगा 138.26 ओम इनवर्स सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर पर मोल. ओके, अब कप्पा हमारे पास गिवन है, दैट इज 1.826 10⁻⁻⁶ ओम इनवर्स सेंटीमीटर इनवर्स. तो सॉलिबिलिटी का फॉर्मूला क्या था, सॉलिबिलिटी मोल्स पर लीटर में कप्पा इंटू 1000 बाय लैम्डा m इंफिनिटी. वैल्यू पुट करेंगे 1.826 10⁻⁻⁶ इंटू 1000 डिवाइड बाय 138.26. तो इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो हमारी सॉलिबिलिटी जो है 1.32 10⁻⁵ मोल्स पर लीटर में आ जाएगी. दिस इज अ इजी वे टू कैलकुलेट द सॉलिबिलिटी. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द करलॉश लॉ एंड देयर एप्लीकेशंस। अब इसी लॉ को अब इसमें 2 लेक्चर में कवर हुआ है, ये लास्ट लेक्चर में भी यही था, शुरू हुआ था वहां से। इसकी 3 एप्लीकेशंस हैं, अच्छे से जो प्रॉब्लम्स मैंने करवाई उनको करो। तो इसके बाद मैं इसकी असाइनमेंट सेंड करूंगा आज ही, तो वो भी आप उसको कवर करना।